It's hump day, and we're talking about Kill in 4K. Oh, hello. It's Wednesday. That's right. And we're talking about Kill in 4K, baby. Nice steelbook. Oh. I've had this sitting on the shelf for a while, thanks to Nerdy Wife, and I finally got around to watching it. I did, however, go to the theater to see this when it came out. It's got a really interesting story as far as how it came out in America, which is unusual considering it's an Indian movie. And we're going to talk about it all. Happy Hump Day. That's right. The middle of the work week. One of our favorite days, of course. And we are talking about this 4K right here, Kill. Oh, I just love this slipcover. It's a scene from the movie. Very important scene from the movie. And then it comes off. There you go. Look at that. With the bloody handprint. Then you got this really nice steelbook. Another important scene from the movie. Well, maybe not important, but definitely graphic scene from the movie. Nice artwork on both discs as well. This has the Blu-ray and the 4K. All the special features, what little there are on both discs. And it looks fantastic. With a couple of exceptions, and we will talk about it. But first, let's take a look at what this is about, shall we? Kill 2023, rated R, 1 hour and 45 whole minutes, which is interesting. This being an Indian movie, they usually run around 3 hours. So this is a short movie for an Indian cinema. During a train trip to New Delhi, a pair of commandos face an army of bandits. Directed and written by Nikhil Najesh Bhatt, and also written by Ayesha Saeed, starring Laksha Raghav Juyal, Tanya Manikatola, or Tala, I don't know, maybe. You know the deal, friends. You can watch this right now streaming on Hulu. If you want to go that route, let's talk about it. This is considered one of the bloodiest and violent movies in Indian cinema history. Why did it get an American physical media release? Blackout copy. America. So generally speaking, Indian cinema does not get a physical media release. It's their way in India to supposedly stop people pirating their movies and stuff. So it hits the theater, and when it's done at the theater, it goes on a streaming service. No way to ever get a physical version, usually. Now, as many of you, I'm sure, know how this works when you tell people they can't have this, there's a whole group of people that find a way. And so their idea to stop piracy has actually made piracy explode, and you can go on eBay and other places on the internet or walk down any street in India, and there'll be people selling black market versions of movies with really nice cases and like all the bells and whistles. It's a whole thing because they don't make physical media copies, right? Well, when this movie was made, they decided to go, this company or this director and writer and the company behind it decided to go another route. And they wanted to bring it out by selling it to the highest bidder at the film festivals, right? And so Lionsgate teamed up with them to release a physical media copy, to put the movie out in theaters in America and elsewhere. And the deal was, my understanding is, the guy behind John Wick partnered with these guys and was going to do an American version. So this was in run-up to doing an American version. To the best of my knowledge, I'm not even sure that's even still on the table. but it did get us an awesome physical media release of a really good Indian movie. So basically, in this movie, the main character and his buddy, they're commandos. The main guy, he's engaged. He's been dating this girl, but her father wants her to marry somebody else, so he's made an engagement for her. But this commando, he's going to take her away and marry her, and they're basically going to elope. So they're all on the same train. And her dad is like not necessarily a good guy, but he's an important guy. Whatever. Anyway, at the same time, a group of bandits get on the same train, and they're going to rob everybody and then get off the train from one stop to another stop. Blackout copy. Now, I will tell you, there's been a change that I noticed from watching this in the theater to the physical media release as far as the closed captioning goes. I found it weird when I reviewed the theatrical version of this that the bad guys, because the bandits get on the train and one of them kills somebody, and therefore the two commandos start taking them out one by one, right? And halfway through this movie, after numerous of the bandits have died, the bandits, it's a whole family, that like extended family. The bandits, they're all related. And they're like, why are these guys doing this to us? Meanwhile, when they got on the train with machetes and whatnot and were beating people up and murdered somebody, I guess that was perfectly normal. The translation didn't work because it made no sense. They'd be like, why are they killing us? What'd we do wrong? And I made that point in the video about the theatrical release. That is not in this. They don't say that. Granted, they're upset. Family members are dying. But at no point are they like, why is this happening to little old us? And I applaud them for that because it made no sense. I've seen lots of Indian movies, and the bad guys are fully aware they're bad guys. In fact, in this physical media release, one of the crazy bad guys is like, there's no power and responsibility. We're bad guys. So I appreciated that. So that's what happens. This is basically this commando trying to take on 40 bandits that are on this train and protect people, especially the girl he wants to marry. But that's not the part that makes this such a fun watch. I mean, the special features talk about how they built this train to be able to film in very tight quarters, and it's amazing. It's not a very long special feature, but it's really neat to watch. On top of that, the violence in this, if you like action movies, bar none. This isn't Indian cinema action. No, not at all. This is not like almost super powered fight scenes and whatnot. This is John Wick blood and gore and killing people in really sadistic ways and violence galore, right? This is hyper violence. So this is not like most Indian movies. It's definitely a unique movie in that aspect, but you still have to read a lot of dialogue. There's some of it that's in English. It looks beautiful on the 4K. The story is great. I enjoyed it much more on the physical media release than I did in the theater because I could take my time watching it. If I needed to pause it, fine, etc. But if you like action movies and you don't mind reading subtitles, Kill is definitely a must watch, if not own. These are not expensive. I don't think this movie made as much money as they thought it would. And therefore, you can get these relatively at a good price point. So check it out. You might even check out with Harrison and see if he can get it. I don't know. Otherwise, there's Amazon. Grove, I think, had it at one time. So anyway, hey, I'm going to start the rest of my day right now. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. And thanks for watching. As always, for Michael, the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this big fat nerd. We'll see you on Friday.